Greetings and welcome to Landscapes of the Mind. I'd like to start by thanking Dr. James Selman and Dr. Mary Cruz, Dean and Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences here at the University of Guam, as well as the entire College Academic Affairs Committee, the AAC, for their generous financial support, which is making this video possible. And of course, a shout out to Mr. John Torres, JT, my expert cinematographer. And without further ado, my first poem is called A Simple Story. Events had changed young Morgan, changed him in a dramatic, even dissonant way. No accounting for this really, except to chalk it up to some sort of evolutionary flexibility on his part. He'd been born with no legs or arms, nothing in fact but his name. So any physical development was obviously immaterial. Nonetheless, he had gone through a kind of metamorphosis lately. You could see it in the way he flopped across the floor at night, on his way to the kitchen or the toilet, or wherever it is people like young Morgan go at night. He seemed to exude a confidence of the highest nature, unusual in a creature of his type, a confidence bordering on arrogance, the kind that makes men successful and hated. It would be hard, of course, to hate young Morgan, seeing how unfortunate his lot in life, and yet that countenance makes one wonder, is there truth here or only fable? My next poem is called The Less You Have, the Greater the Obsession. And this is for Ridge Haven, where I used to live in Austin, Texas, back in the day. In certain regions of Africa, tribesmen scrape the insides of rhinoceros tusks into quiet earthen bowls carved by delicate hands that hold the bowls carefully in the middle of the circle in which they sit and smoke. All of the tribesmen get off greatly. This is a poem called Ruminations. I spend my days walking around the Micronesia Mall, trying to figure out why I spend my days walking around the Micronesia Mall. I never buy anything, though I pass any number of nice, well-stocked stores. I never eat anything, though the food court offers a variety of cuisines. I never drink anything, though smoothies, teas, cold beverages are available. I never see anyone I know, though that's because I don't know anyone anymore. And I never talk to anyone I don't know, though there are plenty of people here to talk to. So I suppose I could, though I would hate to be intrusive, or even worse, be taken for some kind of social deviant, desperate to be noticed, to be acknowledged, welcomed, embraced as a healthy, functioning member of the human race. I never was much good with directions, though I don't recall ever getting lost here. I just loop the first floor, then go up the escalator and loop the second floor, then go down the escalator and loop the first floor, and well, you get the idea. Though I admit my mind has been unreliable lately. It is possible I am losing my grip, my edge, my mental acuity, which is why I guess I spend my days walking around the Micronesia Mall, trying to figure out why I spend my days walking around the Micronesia Mall. This poem is called Passion Play, and it's for Michael Vecchio. My confidant, my closest friend, we were inseparable once. A thing of beauty and constriction, we are not so now. We have branched out and on. This is good. This is growth. We love it, pay dearly for it, Hold the soul to flame and see how it burns. It burns well. This is called The Hitchhiker. He stepped off the curb onto the highway just in time to be steamrolled by an 18-wheeler. The truck roared on, and he lay there like jello on the asphalt, wondering where the truck was headed in such a hurry. Memphis, probably, or maybe New Orleans. Produce spoiled quickly, and he really couldn't blame the driver. Just doing his job. The stars lit up the night as he lay on his back, quivering, not with pain or fear, but embarrassment. He tried to concentrate, but that proved difficult. He spit out broken teeth and watched them arc through the sky. Then he laughed and closed his eyes. An ambulance shrieked in the distance. "They're coming for me," he whispered. "They're almost here." This is called theory. 1. Walk the dog, read a newspaper, smoke a cigarette, take a shit, smoke another cigarette, make lunch, bounce around a bit, make dinner, smoke a few cigarettes, go to bed, go to sleep. 2. Guilt. 3. Worse guilt. 4. I did this, I did that. I'll do it again tomorrow. 5. The pursuit of magic. Similar declarations. 6. Ego. 7. Your mouth dries. Tangents fail somewhere. Waves crash. The Maina Airport Hotel. A slice of orange hangs in the still dark sky. I will venture out soon, braving the early morning traffic on Marine Drive. Coffee was invented for a reason, and Circle K has the best in town. But I must be careful. The Booney Dogs own the parking lot at this hour, so it's best to tread lightly. Here on the balcony, I watch the hotel awakening slowly, the guest workers gathering for their pickup, checking their phones, a melody of Chamorro, Tagalog, Chukis, trying to beat the sun at least for a little while. It will be warm today. It will also rain today, then it will be warm again. Young people in uniforms move like shadows towards the bus stop. The first day of school. I find that reassuring. Patterns and cycles, cadence and rhythm on a small island in the Western Pacific where the surf sounds in the distance, where a slice of orange hangs in the sheltering sky. This is called Santiago. At times, a beautiful woman can be a great burden. At other times, she does things to you that no one else has even dreamed. It's been a long ride. Your back and your legs ache. Riding the bus third class, you've had the time to realize you no longer care what the Romeos of the world think. You care only about this, something quite different. A place where no one speaks the language, a land which turns from desert into mountains while you sleep, a country that sinks its teeth into you soon and deep. Santiago is timeless. It is also real. You feel the weight shift on your shoulder and you know exactly what it is and why it has shifted. She is sleeping now, for the first time in a long while. The barest suggestion of a sun offers itself on the eastern horizon. The land, pale, unassuming, begins its glow. You smile. Your woman is beautiful. You smile again. The bus climbs the last hill, and you can see the beach. All is forgiven. This is called Randy and Nadine Go Visiting. Out, out, out they go, the city trails, trails, trails behind. Randy and Nadine go visiting, get lost, figure, let's have a baby. 9 months later, they have a baby. The baby's name, U.S. male. Accusations fly, out, out, out they go. The city trails, trails, trails behind. This is called Vortex. The return. Part the first. A valley, a meadow, a chance we'll have to take. The knot closing, unraveling. Part the second. There is a man. That man is in a locked, chained house, fanning the fire, enveloping the future, trying to reconstruct his past, painfully aware he is largely a voice, unheard. Part the third. The trick is to be completely at ease with your own intensity. There, the inscription shines like gold, an angel up above. Part the fourth. After 4 years of war, my point of view has triumphed. This causes me no great elation, as I have paid a heavy price for the privilege, and the victory is Pyrrhic, if anything. Part the fifth. There is no sorrow, no tears, no goodbyes. More to this than that. Part the last. Pieces of arrows, directions, a blade of grass, a knife that cuts the full, fresh morning, rising out of the Dakota hills, embracing these walls, not mad, no, but close. Everything close. The desk, the windows, a trembling, a furthering of dreams, promises made in the shadows of some private hell, excited examples of a willingness to perform but not please, never please. The collar, a legacy, tightening round my throat. This cubicle is mine. This treason mine also, waiting for the law. His guards, too, delivering their first meal, last meal before sessions, group criticism with whip, symphony of perfume, tender is the feeling, willowy pillows of tenderness slide through portions of flesh I knew not existed, could never have known. These crosses of faith, turning and twisting, dancing away, the moment is lost, forgotten, exposed ages ago to wind outside, muttering against the prison walls what I have come to love and cherish till death I do, but wind, not muttering now, howling out of the east like an alibi of dependence, disciple of the same sordid way of beating me into the ground, abounds within these iron-tipped walls, torn hearts, shattered lives, the splinters of history tossed into bundles, consuming, collapsing together in flights of the single, the one who remains, patient, doctor, union, mercy, and cases exist, concessions are made, the plans change, spinning and rotating fast, a whiz, a gyre, a genie, then stop. I'm teaching a very good group of student poets this semester in my creative writing poetry class. So this is for EN 311, fall 2025, and it's called Selah's Guest House. A memory, an emotion, a feeling in the bones, a path moving forward, a destination unknown, a celebration, an inspiration, a recitation that grows, an exact moment in time, a book not yet closed. This is called Grief, and it's for Jonathan, who left too soon. I am near you now, my brother, in the hills of Montserrat, Church of the Benedictines, high in the Pyrenees, I till the soil of loss and denial, loneliness and memory of what we were, what we could have been. I am you, and you are me, always and forever, gone but not forgotten. This poem is called Permit Me Voyage. The night is clear and cold. I am alone, quite distant. There is no one else. things are as they should be. A shot rings out. The night is clear and cold. I wrote this poem in Vietnam this summer. It's called Vision Quest. You sat down. This is what you saw. You saw a man with two heads, one laughing, one crying. You saw a rocket ship spinning crazily out of control. You saw the moon on a sunny day. You saw music in a glass box. You saw an onion walking down the street. You saw an old friend look suddenly new. You saw a trumpet hanging in the air, a philosophy cast to the wind, a gypsy without fear, a baby wearing a beard, a river full of water. You saw violence, peace, burlap and silk, the mother of the Lord, a crowd dancing. You saw men in rags, women in chains, ecstasy and freedom. You saw swamps, snakes, insects larger than your arm, a face you didn't know. You saw a leader follow, slaves rule, a pygmy spitting darts, a cathedral empty become a jungle come alive. It is light, it is dark, it is light once more, here, where it matters, on the South China Sea. This is one of my favorites. It's called Evening Song. Cool and soft, a hand brushes across my skin. Let it lay forever upon me, wiping away my weakness with wave after wave of cool, soft, myriad sensations, echoing off the remnants of my once hoping, hungering for a miracle. I will make a god out of you in your hand, soft and cool, feather on skin. And this will be my last poem for today's video. And again, I'd like to thank you all for viewing. This one is called At the Gates of Evermore. A beautiful tree becomes a thought, an idea, a concept of you as a child, holding on to your mother while walking in the park, imagining what you might see. On this, your first visit to a place where you had always wanted to go, a place of dreams and magic and wishes come true, stars sparkling in the early morning sky, filled with rainbows, endless, ever-changing, ever-moving, as you hold on tightly to your mother, dreaming about what it must be like to be part of a universe without limits, glimpses of the unforeseen, balancing your fears, your desires, taking small steps towards a future that is your past, as you circle around and around and around yet again, the horizon leading you on into what you do not know, a liminal, spatial, eternal collage of clarity and confusion, fixity and mobility, reality and irreality, similarities, oppositions, landscapes of the mind.